So which running back's career would you rather have had? Would you rather have had Terrell Davis, or would you rather have had Barry Sanders? Now, Barry Sanders for me is a top five running back ever. However, Terrell Davis also ran for 2,000 yards, Hall of Fame bound, played 2 years less than Barry Sanders, and won two championships. This comes down to whose career would I rather have? And this makes it an interesting question because we're not talking about who we think is the better of the two. Though if Terrell Davis had a probably played a 4 or 5 more years, he may have eclipsed more yards because he did have a 2,000 yard season, and for his brief career, he did amass quite a bit and did get quite a bit packed in. This is about whose career would you rather have. So whose would I rather have? Now I think Sanders is the better running back, especially because he had a less talented team. He sure as heck never had a John Elway or Rod Smith or Ed McCaffrey. Not Ed McCaffrey, but yeah, McCaffrey, because McCaffrey's son, Christian McCaffrey. So, yeah, getting all twisted and thinking. He never had a Mike Shanahan type of coach. So, but whose career would I rather have? Terrell Davis or Barry Sanders? Whose career? I think I would rather have Davis's career because he got the 2,000 yards and he won the two rings. Because that would be icing on the cake. You were dominant. You were great. You added to John Elway's career. That's the one thing Elway didn't have. And you made him even better because you were so dominant and great at what you did. Whereas Barry Sanders was great. And like I said, excuse me, I got him as top five running back. But the not having that postseason success is something that is one of the reasons what led him to an early retirement because they stunk in Detroit. You might be a little bit, excited about how Detroit's situation is these days, how they look now. It wasn't always the case. In fact, they were wearing bags over their head, and he was pretty much the singular thing. It's kind of reason why Barry Sanders and Megatron retired early because they didn't have the kind of success they've had the past few years. Sure as heck didn't. But anyway, whose career? And I think with Terrell Davis is because he really changed things in Denver. Now they had a system for having great running backs, but they won it all with him. They won it all with him, you know, and that's the difference. He was the difference maker. He really was he swung it to a whole nother level. But I wonder, like, if Barry Sanders had played with the Broncos and John Elway, might he have won as well? That's an interesting question in itself. How might his career have been different had he been able to play with a John Elway? Something to think about because it cuts both ways. You're just looking at it like, how might this have worked? Might that have been? So, if we switched them both up, how might that have come into view? And would it have been the same results? But if just based on how everything turned out, whose career would I rather have? I say Terrell Davis just for the fact that he got the 2,000 yards and he won the rings. Because I just think that's something that's special. But I think Barry Sanders was the better running back. There's two things can be true at the same time. You can want to have something that's there, but then you can look in totality and say what moved you more. And that's all I'm going by. But you tell me below, whose career would you rather have had? This ain't about who was the better, and this ain't about where they rank all time. This is about whose career would you rather have had. And this is a good question that was presented to me. So please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another and share if you like. And hit that membership because when you do, questions like this get asked. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.